Is there a way to animate your components in Swift?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of ways to animate your components in Swift. We have core animation frameworks. We have all sorts of stuff. The easiest way to do this is like literally just like YouTube iOS Swift animate. You can even do like iOS Swift 5 animate just to make sure you're getting like the newest code, because framework code like animations, 3D stuff, augmented reality stuff, it's all kind of like still, it's not like it's new, but it's new enough that changes are made. So when you Google things like that seem like they're sort of new or a little outside the box of like normal stuff, like animations, that's where you want to start like Googling. This is a little Google foo trick. Start Googling like iOS Swift, and we're on Swift 5 right now. So Swift 5 animations. And like you're going to find a Ray Winderlich tutorial that walks you through it, and you just spend 40 minutes just step by step, copy their code, put it in there, try to understand it. And this is one thing when it comes to animation stuff. It's like magic, okay? Unless you're really good at math and like computer science, there's a lot of magical formulas that go to spinning your things a certain way at a certain velocity with a certain dampening effect, and like 3D spinning it and making it wide and all that. Like you don't just go like Xcode, make bigger. Like that's not how it works. It's like, no, like take the X axis and take it by sine, tangent, cosine. Like you're going to see this code that's in these tutorials and you're just going to copy and paste it. And if you're anything like me, I'm not super strong at math. I let Xcode do the hard work. But when you paste it in, you start to just break it down and just try to understand like, okay, here's where the animation starts. And I put a 10 in here because it says for the next 10 seconds, run the animation. And it's going to use this little magic formula, which is just a math equation, and it's going to spin the thing for 10 seconds. If you can read your code and know that much, that's all you need. You're good to go after that. Because if your animation stops doing exactly the animation you want it to, then the answer at that point is to go to Stack Overflow, which is when you guys are Googling code questions and you're getting Stack Overflow, that's the site. I use it 100 times a day. You probably do too. When you start getting to like, I know my code is doing it sort of right, but I'm also missing something. That's when you ask someone in Stack Overflow. You put your question out there, and one of these geniuses that's real good at math, like probably 3 or 4 of you in the class right now are probably like them solid math people, and I'm very jealous because that's a very powerful skill to have and a thing to learn. But there's plenty of coders out there that are going to go, oh, you've got to put a 4. It's an exponent. Come on, it's obvious. And you're like, oh yeah, it's obvious. Thanks. And then you put it in your code and it works and it's magic. And you're like, thanks, Swift dude, 42. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how it works. And we literally Google all of this. Okay.